Okay, here's a strategy that I have used successfully to not only find potentially good prospects, also to generate leads and make sales. And I've made sales as a result of using this method or this technique, strategy, whatever you want to call it. All right, so we identified different target audiences: affiliate marketers, coaches, people like that. But we also have network marketers. Okay. Now, there are lots of groups that cater for network marketers. These groups are usually spammy type groups. And generally, I don't get involved with those groups. But if I'm targeting a specific audience, and that audience consists of network marketers, I will use these groups from time to time. So we have one here called Network Marketing Australia and New Zealand. Now this is a group that I moderate. Okay, this is my group, and I'm not active in the group. The group just grows automatically, and you'll see here that 91 new people have joined this group this week. So there's 30,000 plus members, approaching 30,500 members in this group. Okay, now you'll see if we scroll down here, you see that? You might recognize that Tribe Builder community. Scroll down here, there's lots of spam. Now, I'm not suggesting that you would place content in these groups or post content in these groups. No. All we're doing is we're targeting members in this group. For a group like this, it doesn't have to be this group. It could be any group. It doesn't matter. I'm just showing you this one because it's my group. I have some people in this group who have been, clients or customers. Most of the names I see here, or a good percentage of them, are in that category. Okay, so what we can do, we can change the default setting here. So when you do a search, you can search by join date. This is the strategy. You're looking for the most recent people because they're the ones that are most likely to be active. And by the way, you do the same thing in any other group. If you're in a coaching group or affiliate marketing group or something like that, you'd be doing the same thing. Okay, and then what we do is we take a quick peek at their profile. Now, sometimes you can just have a partial look at it. I'm looking for people that live in the right countries, people who are, have a reasonably well sorted profile. Now we see one here, Raywin May. She's in Brisbane, Queensland. So she's in living in a first world country. That's one of the selection points that I look at. Okay, so let's have a look at her profile. We can look at her full profile, or we can look at the partial profile, see if there are any mutual friends. Okay. What other groups is she in? All right, well, this one's in another group of mine. Okay. So, Raywin May, I don't know her, but I know that she's a new member, so I guess we should look at her full profile. Just hang on. Okay. Well, first thing I see here is that she is active on her personal profile, which is important. If they're not active on their personal profile, chances are they're not active in Facebook, and that means that they're not checking in with Facebook all that regularly. Okay, so we want people who are checking in, because if they check in, they're going to see your messages, they're going to see your friend request, and so on. All right, does it look like she's kind of active in business, or at least with her personal profile? Well, it doesn't quite tell us what she's doing, but the mere fact that she joined that group recently suggests that business is definitely top of mind for her. All right, so we go up here and we see on the left-hand side a link. We always check the links. Health stylist. Okay, what's that mean? Herbalife distributor or something like that, or what? She a coach, but she's joined a network marketing group, so I reckon she'll be in some kind of a network marketing program, but it doesn't give that away. Maybe she just joined a program recently and she's real got a. Maybe she was a health coach before, and recently she's joined a network marketing program, and hence her motivation to join that group, Network Marketing Australia. Okay, so it doesn't really tell us whether she's in a network marketing thing, or I don't think it does. Oh, okay, our programs. Check that. So, I mean, I'm talking, so it's taking a bit longer, but normally when we check out their page, it's a minute. It doesn't take long. Okay, yeah, she's a coach. She's a coach, and my guess is that she's recently joined a network marketing program as well, hence the motivation to join a network marketing Facebook group. So there's no indication here about a network marketing program or anything like that. As we go in here, click on terms, sometimes that gives it away, because if her site is blind, in other words, she's not showing any, there's no indication of a company that she's affiliated with, then sometimes we do dig a little bit deeper and find out, because I like to find out if they are with the company. I like to find out what the name of that company is, because then I can personalize a message to that person when, on Messenger. So once again, there's nothing here. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, we go back to her page, just a little bit more of a scroll down. Okay, well, she's obviously very committed to the health concept. Good on her, no problem. She looks like a quality person to me, and I'd definitely be reaching out to her. So what we do. Okay, I'm already a friend. So what am I talking about? I'm already a friend, and I looks like I probably haven't had any conversation with her at all. I'll send them. Sometimes before I send them a message, I'll comment if I'm able to. Before I send them a friend request, if there's a follow button, this one for some reason is not showing. Maybe if I refresh, it'll show. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sometimes, 50% of the time, you'll see a follow button. Okay? So sometimes what I'll do is I will follow them first before I add them as a friend, because that's kind of the next step in some respects. And I'll follow them, and I'll make a comment, one or two comments on their posts, or at least I'll like their posts. Quite often, there's no ability for you to comment until you become a friend. But if I can do that, that'd be great. And if there's a follow button, normally that opens up their page, their personal page, and you can make a comment. Okay, or at least you can like a few things, and I'll start to notice that. Okay, and then a couple of days later, what I will sometimes do is that I will send them a message, and the message will be something like this. It'll be, and I'll particularly do this if there are no mutual friends, so I won't necessarily send a friend request. There are no mutual friends. You've got to be careful, because Facebook might, if you do it straight from their page, Facebook might frown on that. If there's a number of them that you're seeing there where there are 0 mutual friends and you want to add them as a friend, you go back to the group and you do it within the group. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, we can do that, but I'll go back to that in a minute. But with this one, if I was to follow her, I'd send her a message and I'd say something like this: "Hi Raywin, I see that you're in the blah 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 group, which is great, and it looks like you're a new member there, and it's always great to connect with like-minded people. and I'm very curious as to what you're doing, if you're in an MLM or something like that. I'll just have an opening statement, and I'll give you these scripts. I'll give them to you in the near future, very soon. Okay, and that's all you do. And then we finish up by saying, is it okay to add you as a friend? So we ask for permission to add them as a friend. That's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is to do it from within the group. So if we go back here, okay, back here, it's automatically reverted to the default settings. So we need to go by join date. All right, let's try this one. David Gilliat. Two mutual friends. There aren't any other mutual groups that are indicated here. Click on the profile. It doesn't tell us where this person is located. And okay, so he's spamming on his wall. Now, this person is not of any interest to me because he's doing a crypto thing, crypto mining, blah, blah. And I tend to, what I've found is that these people tend to have a kind of a get-rich-quick attitude, and that is definitely not conducive to doing business together. So I avoid them. So we go back here again, and we have to move out of the default thing. The other way, I'll show you another way of doing it so you don't have to keep, resetting it. We'll do this in a minute. Okay. I prefer to look for people who have a proper profile photo. Okay. So, okay, here's one, Amy Curry. Now, what we can do here, we can just right-click, copy the link address, and then we can just go over to another page over here, paste and go, and we can have a look at their profile. Okay, so there's a follow button. So I can follow that person, and that should open up. Oh, hers is already open, so I can comment on her content. If she's got good content, it's got to be genuine. Now, she is in an MLM, like a health MLM. Okay, so there it is there. All right, she's doing it all wrong. That's fine. That's an opportunity for us to educate her and bring her closer into our sphere of influence. Okay, because she doesn't know any better. Doesn't mean that she's a bad person. She just thinks this is the way to go. She's in Australia. Okay, so that's okay. So it's Juice Plus. I know something about Juice Plus. I've been around for quite a while. So it's an MLM health type company. Okay, and so she's got a photo there. She's in a health MLM. It's not a bad health MLM. It's a reasonably good quality MLM. It's not a scammy kind of a thing. So the fact that she's joined a quality company is a good sign. There aren't any mutual friends. Okay, so I've got two choices. I go up here, I click the follow button, and I look for a post that I can make a comment on, or perhaps I'll do a couple of click the like button a couple of times as well. One technique that you can use is where they've got kind of just straight promotional content there. You could ask a question, and I've done this. This will really get them responding. Say, oh, this looks interesting. What sort of results are people getting with this product, Amy? Okay, and that is much more likely to get them a response. And then you can either send them a message straight away, or you can wait a day or two after doing a little bit of this engagement stuff, after you followed them. Okay, and then send them a message similar to the message I told you about before. Hi, Amy, we're both in the same group, blah, 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 whatever the name of the group is. And it's always good to connect with like-minded people. I'd love to find out how you're doing business at the moment. And is it okay to add you as a friend? Or you can go back into the group and add them there. So now, with some of the groups, you can add them as friends from the group. But sometimes They don't let you do that, and I think it might be because it's a spammy type group. Okay, because otherwise people could just go straight down the page, click, 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 click. You know, friend request, and that's not exactly what people want. Okay, so this is a technique, as I say. There's a little bit of time involvement here, but it's a good way of finding people who could be good for your program. Okay, here's another one. Now we can do a little preview here, but quite often it's not enough. There is one mutual friend here, John Rubino Smith, of mine. No stress. It doesn't really give away what she's doing. So once again, I'm gonna click on the link here and paste it in and just have a quick look, see what she's up to. Okay, she's in a company called Thrive. Levy, that's right. Yeah, she's in a company called Levy, and their main product is Thrive. Okay, I've had some contact with people in Levy in the past. I think I've maybe got one or two or more people in who bought the Try Builder Core product who were in Levy. Okay, so once again, there's a follow button, so I can follow her. I can do it that way, and if I click the follow button, let's just see if that opens up the comments box. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So, oh, okay. Oh, yes, it does. All right, so there it is. So the comments box has been opened, so I can leave a comment. Well, not that one. Now, I've got to decide whether she's the sort of person that I want in my group. Okay, she's in the UK. All right, Liverpool way. So that gives you an idea as to how we do it, and you can use the same technique for the other groups, the non-spammy groups, the quality groups, as well. Okay, and then what you do is that you have a list, an interest list for network marketers, so the people that do become friends go into that list. Okay, and same thing for coaches. You'd have one for coaches. That's probably about it for now. And I'll give you the scripts, etc. In the very near future. And of course, once you've got some of these people as on your interest lists, some of them are going to be seeing your content, and then you're basically looking for people to engage with your content. That's the key. And once you've got them engaging with your content, then you can take things to the next level, and that's what I'll be showing you. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks, Will. Bye-bye.